Welcome to the OAPN Podcast with your host, Adarsh Sakare. No bullshit, no cuts. 100% raw conversations with 0% fucks to give. We don't encourage the consumption of alcohol, but if you want to open up a cold one while you watch this, it's not a bad idea.
Welcome to episode number 131. On a personal note with Adarsh Sakare on 130, we had Nandit Jaisama, aka Sneaker Stories India. Great episode. It must have come out by now, of course. I hope you liked it. Today is another episode. We're starting very early in the day. It's about 9:30 p.m. We were supposed to start at 8 p.m. But, as we increase the level of our guests, we realize that people are held up with things and things take time to start. So we are okay with that little roast. Welcome, Mr. Nithin, Kamath. Welcome back on the podcast, sir. Thanks for coming in.
It is very early in the day somewhere. Somewhere, if you're watching this in Australia, good morning. We care about you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah.
Or as I can say, you didn't get new guests. And we are... hey, you know what?
What a guy.
Second chance to an ex. So it's just...
No, I think it wasn't about getting new... we didn't find new guests. We wanted to give a chance to guests who fucked up in the first...
Yeah. You know what? Hey, Nithin, come back. You know what? Something you said. 2 more reels now won't make sense. Huh? There was no collab back then.
Truth, we had.
No, there was no
Macha ittu.
Oh, there was collab back then. Correct.
How do you think we got 2K views on your episode?
Hey, man, 835 on one. Okay, I remember. Hey, now we can collab 5 people, Ra.
5 people.
So 5 of you will get us 200k, please.
But you also grew some hair since then.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Tell us about that.
Didn't put any effort. Grow it. You know what?
Yeah.
Yes,
true.
sir.
But before we get into roasting each other and roasting some of the other people who I feel like along the way are going to get roasted on this episode.
Future guest may not be. Depends.
Let me give the credit where it's due. Nithin's come a long way since
Yelahanka.
Much at least nange finish ಮಾಡಕೊಡು. Then you come for 1 hour after I finish, no problem. Let me come for a minute.
Age.
What a age it seems. Anyway, Nithin is here. I think, since when he came on here the last time, he was still working with a very prestigious organization. cut ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. I think this is too much. But anyway, when Nithin came on here the last time, his journey with Tarle Box had, kicked off, and Nithin Kamath in the scene of stand-up, Kannada stand-up had really started, and it was nice to kind of dig his brain back then. And then, of course, over the last 2 years, whether it's opportunities, whether it's trying out new content, whether it's trying out English and Kannada stand-up, or, some of these collaborations with Harman at Underground, these shows that have started at Underground, the kind of, environment they've been able to create there, with the type of new comics that Nithin has worked with, I think that's been commendable. We also had Nithin on as one of the comics performing on the red carpet, which was pretty cool. Thank you for that.
Loved performing there. That was on my birthday, by the way.
Yeah, that was on your birthday.
Extra special because I was like... Fun, man. This is so much fun.
Yeah, so thanks for doing that for us.
Anytime.
All credit due there. It was due to get him back. I think it's nice going to be, talking to him now and see how things have been, good and bad both. So if you know Nithin since a long time, great. This is a chance for you to catch up on what's been cooking. If you don't know Nithin and you have just recently followed his content, this is a chance for you to get to know him better. So welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome.
I am back. Life things Life is absolutely amazing. I am absolutely amazing.
Things have changed. You're a real comic now.
Yeah. Still with a day job.
Still with a day job?
No,
seriously?
Somebody needs to pay the bill, no?
Oh, I didn't know this. This is what, like Bangalore only, or like is a remote job, or what's this?
It is a remote job. As in, I'm with a sports agency.
Okay.
And we had...
How many hours a day do you need to commit for this?
I am lucky that they recognize that, hey bro, we know you. They know that I am a performing artist, so they're like, cool. You know what? Do your part. You don't have to come anywhere. Whatever. They're based in Mumbai. I worked in Mumbai also in on projects closely. Hogi Bandhu. Now I am working on a sports team and with the agency. And I do stand-up.
You do stand-up.
Yeah. Idea is to do both, but idea is also to do stand-up full-time, which is what I want 2025 to be.
Yeah. I don't want to put you on the spot with these things.
They're chill.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But,
no, I am not liable to like answering HRs and all.
The last time you were here, you were a little liable to answer.
Very. Tumba liable. Yeah.
Tumba liable.
Yeah. Very answerable. It felt like Kaun Marega Crorepati. What is happening? I'm not even winning money while answering questions.
Anyway, what do you feel like, when you call yourself a stand-up comic today, what does it make you feel?
I just finished 4 years of professional stand-up comedy, and I called it, I'm done with my degree now. So it's almost like I'm done with my bachelor's.
Yeah.
And somebody replied saying, "Ivag masters Madi," which is a very nice metaphor. So now I'm masters. Now I'm in my post-graduation of stand-up as an art form. And I've had the opportunity to see comedy grow and to have contributed as much as I am able to. Giving back to the scene types. And I think a lot more people are giving back to the scene
now, and
the scene is giving back, definitely giving back. And now when I say I'm a stand-up comic, they know that okay, it's not a fluke anymore. First year of comedy, pandemic, I know you're a pandemic comic. Second year of comedy, yeah, you know what, you just got a degree. No, how old are you? I'm this old. What do you do? I'm a stand-up comedy. Oh, it's a conscious choice. Yes, it is.
You said you finished your degree, have gotten into this post-grad scene of comedy, but some of them who started before you are still in their degree.
They are.
So what do you have to say about comedians who get stuck doing the degree?
I think.
And how do you not get stuck? Let's start with that. Because you've been here for 4 years.
Correct.
And you know that people do get stuck in this scene.
Correct.
How do you ensure, hey, you know what, I don't want to get stuck? Because there are so many fucking comics just stuck. How did you ensure I'm not going to be stuck? What did you do different?
So the idea is, why are you doing comedy? Why are you doing comedy? Who are you doing it for? There is doing comedy for the sake of, I am stuck in my office Monday to Friday. Saturday I want to have a vent out. Somebody give me a mic and I'll tell some jokes. And Monday, don't call me again. I'm back in my office. There are some people, there are some comics, which is not wrong. Again, they're doing something to pay the bills. They're doing something to fill content, whatever their heart. I thought the problem is that when you stay like that only, when you keep it like that only, it's like you will never be a professional cricketer. If KL Rahul wants to be an RBI officer, goes back to wants to be an RBI officer, he has that job. But he's like, no, I'm a professional cricketer. I want to do cricket professionally. So it's like some of us in the comedy scene right now are doing full-time comedy. Some of us. While some of us want to. And some of us will probably never. So I think when you figure out that what am I doing comedy for? Do I treat it as an art form? Do I treat it as just a pastime? Do I treat it as, okay, it's just a hobby for me, a pastime for me? That's when you get stuck. The clarity of what am I doing comedy for is it will if you spend more time thinking about that question, it will answer it yourself.
Sure. I think it's also the level of how deep do you want to go with this.
Correct. Because again, you can't just eat.
And you gotta have balls for that.
You will.
Not everyone
will have.
You I think art really at every point just asks you for more. You know, you need to give in more. You need to give in more. And the day you stop giving in, it'll stop, it'll stop giving you what you need.
Yeah.
You need to just commit more.
Bearing fruits. Stop bearing fruits then. I think after a point, art at one point asks, hey, it's one of those like, "Naan beka, old beka" type. One of those questions. Yeah, it's like, and then you're like, then give me fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
Commit this. It's a commitment. No, it's a marriage.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so rappers keep using this. I'm married to the game. I'm married to the scene and all of it. You can't.
Very real thing.
You can't have an adultery though.
You can't fucking cheat on your
You
heart.
can't. Yeah,
You can't.
And then you're like, okay, cool. Commit to the game.
Yeah.
Spend more time with your game. Bring gifts to the game. Cook for the game.
Nice. What's the scene at home like? How was it 2 years ago? What's the scene now in terms of how they look at you as a, comic?
Respect has grown immensely.
Okay.
Even if, as typical as parents do, they don't express it or they don't tell me that they're proud of me, I know they are.
At least we need to assume so.
Illa. My mother also watches this podcast, man. Amma, hi. Namaskara. No, I'm saying, bad boy. Bad boy. Yeah? This is the guy you're telling me to not hang out with. Yeah.
Sure.
Illa. Anyway, so...
And ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಾ before we started shooting and please continue.
ಇದು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
I am paying the editor, not you.
Good one. Nice, Adarsh, very nice. Learned, very cool.
Good difference.
KL Rahul.
Mancha, that itself is a joke right now.
So no, respect has grown.
KL Rahul, not really.
Yeah, my mother hates KL Rahul.
We'll never finish this podcast, bro. We'll never finish it. Macha, nin matadu, respect has grown. Why?
Yeah, na ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. The respect has not grown for me here. What is happening here? No, I think respect has grown and they know what I do, why I do. And there were problems with the consequences of it 2 years ago. Not so much now. It's also me growing with age, me taking up responsibility. They see it as, okay, cool. You know what? Whatever is doing, adrinda, there's income avanigu barta ide, manegu barta ide. He's taking responsibility for whatever it is. And you know what? You can see people respecting him. Like, namd angadi ide. Like, we have a shop.
Okay.
Right. And there are people who come there like, auntie, Anand video note there, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
so what, dad and mom are at the shop, or is it, what's the scene?
It's literally, it's their retirement plan. My dad is in the army.
Okay.
Took a retirement.
Nice.
And then they set up a shop. So I grew up in a shop.
Wow. Okay.
And for the longest time, I think before I was born, it was a provision shop. After I was born, it's been a fancy store and a stationery shop. So I grew up around empty books, and now I'm just writing them. So,
Reel.
like that. Viral reel. 8,000 views. Thank you. Yeah, so they're at the shop. ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಜನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ distant relatives know me now. And they know it's one of those moments where they're like, "Arey, he's your kid." When we saw him, tumba whatever. Ivaga we saw his videos. My son keeps sharing your videos, or like, so they're like, cool.
There's some recognition.
There's some recognition. I think the second they saw that, they're like, okay, cool. You know what? This is credible. Whatever he's doing is cool.
It's cool.
ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಜನರಿಗೆ type shit.
You have siblings, or you are?
I have a sister. And again, another pillar of support, because she was the first one. She's like, listen, you know what? There's very less responsibilities on you. So whatever you're doing, just don't fuck yourself up in the sake of it. Like, say for example, don't probably spend extravagantly on things that you need. You need not save.
Yeah.
You need not spend. Don't overspend. One of those things. And Bhava also. My brother is also very supportful like that. So it's been chill.
So it's good. Yeah, I think that's really important, right? Like, whenever, and how old are you, by the way? 24, right? Man, fucking
same reaction. You cut to episode number 37 or whatever. They're like, how old are you? I said 22. This motherfucker. This until then there was respect. Okay, wow, Nithin, you're doing comedy. Like, wow, how old are you? 22. This motherfucker. What a fluke. Fluke ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಯಾವ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದೆ ಇವತ್ತು, ಬಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ ಇವತ್ತು.
No,
never share your age with people who have mics in their mouth, okay? Never. PSA.
No, the reason why that reaction again came is because, man, I mean, at 24, this level of like awareness is very real.
Thank
like
you.
a lot of people at 30 have sat here and shat and gone. So this is, I shouldn't be saying so much also. I think we can say it right. At this point, even people know, like some people have come here and just fucking.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
ನೀನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. I have to
No,
still.
you just look at me. I will take the.
Yeah.
Who said? Nithin said.
Oh,
Not Adarsh. No? Don't blame it on Adarsh.
So I think that's the reason I gave you that reaction. So I was just saying, as like especially like when you look at parents, initially kind of doubt it, and then you go through this. Okay, let me do it, and then they see that response. That kind of gives you the freedom to now say, okay,
That's everything. That makes a difference. But like there are so many people who are hiding away everything they're doing from their parents. There are so many.
This is very messed up. You want to share it with them. You want them to be a part of it as
Correct.
well. Yeah.
And it's like if they approve, no, it's one of those it's like one of those like love marriage kind of things.
Saku, bro.
It's love marriage kind of things.
True.
If they say no, you don't care about what the neighbors say.
Yeah.
You don't care about what the distant relatives say.
Yeah. And it kind of eases you out. You're not in a hurry anymore.
Yeah.
You're not in a hurry to prove someone, right?
yeah.
Because if your parents are on board, you don't care about proving it to anyone else. You're at your own pace. You don't need, I mean, of course, we want things as fast as possible, but you're able to deal with that
Yeah.
better.
There's no external pressure anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I think some of us are really blessed for that, right? Some of us are really blessed for that. Whether it's Aditya, me, or you in this room, I think, yes, that's
the invisible hand you saw was Aditya. Yeah, it's not like I'm shaking hands with. That's how viruses spread. Okay.
That's pretty much been his life, invisible.
Yeah, man. But some of us are blessed, no? They're like, sir, you're a fan of the show. What? No, I am the show. Please. OAPN OA nano. Please.
OAPN P, you know.
Oh. AP, man. On Adarsh Parma's note.
ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಡ bro. Anyway, coming back. So let's get back into a little of how you're dealing with comedy. So when you came on here the last time, I felt like there was this, and I'm going to be honest with these questions, right? Because
there's a reason why I'm back.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm
Fuck
back.
this
Let's
shit.
face it.
Yeah, fuck this
There's a reason
shit.
why I'm back.
Yeah, so, when you came on here, it was like, okay, Nithin Kamath, professional stand-up comedian. Now, it's Nithin Kamath, Kannada stand-up comedian.
Correct.
Is that conscious? Is that not conscious? Is there still a need to say Nithin Kamath comedian irrespective of language? Because I think that's a real question in my
If
head.
I can be termed as a Kannada comedian, there is no better tag than that. There is no better tag than that. If I can just be called Nithin Kamath, Kannada artist, end goal. That is end goal for me. Because even on social media, even with the words, even with the stories I put, even with the tweets I put, it's art is political. Art is a tool. Art is a tool to say something. Art is probably the most effective. It's the most human tool. There is probably very less. I mean, of course, if you consider peacocks dancing, yeah, that is also art. But I'm just like, it is very human to feel something, tell it in a way that somebody else resonates with, and create a moment there and bring out laughter in that. So for me, this podcast I'm talking in English because to reach a wider audience. ಆಯ್ತಾ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊರು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ.
When you started explaining, the first thing I was happy about is you continued in English.
Yeah, I will.
No, because this part of it, if you spoke in Kannada, this would have been our last episode.
Ashte.
Because the way I asked the question, it seemed like I'm saying one is better than the other.
Yeah.
But thankfully you understood the context.
Hey, you know what? There's a reason I'm back.
Please continue.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that it's always been about representing Kannada better. It has always been about representing Bangalore better. The same flavors as the last podcast also. That, hey man, if I can do my job right, and if somebody sees and identifies and probably that changes 1% of what their outlook on life, that is all I want. And if that happens with me committing to Kannada stand-up or Kannada art, End goal. There is a market in English that I want to tap into. Of course, there is a decision there and all of it, but that is again very there is if the ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಬಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವರ್
yeah. No, the reason I asked that was last time I wasn't clear, like on the episode I still, even after the episode I wasn't clear which way you want to go, but following you for the last 2 years I know that you've immersed yourself into
fully just dived right in
and saying hey,
and learned swimming there.
I've committed to it, this is where I'm staying. I mean, there's no right and wrong, but that's something I want to clarify because I also feel like you think in Kannada.
Now I have started to. For jokes, the thought is Konglish, and the language is Kannada, and the humor is English.
Okay. Oh, nice.
The humor is English, the joke is Kannada, the thinking is in Konglish. So it is funny to people like how we jam for the first 10 months. The humor is there. The humor, it's not a Kannada humor only. It's a very universal humor.
It's a very
global humor, niche in that also.
Yeah.
Right. Say a satire or sarcasm based only. It is not very relatable. But the joke I say on the mic, you put the mic in my hand, it is Kannada. And the thinking is a marriage of these two.
Wow.
I'm a product of an arranged marriage in my head. Still 24 guys, 24.
Become smart, da.
Hey man.
Next level I have become. Nice.
Episode 231 Nithin Kamath again guys.
You've grown to be Ashte. You have also grown to be this more confident, I'm going to own the stage kind of personality. When I saw you probably like for the first time at Just BLR perform, when I'd come in, it was also like, hey, I'm taking the support of these other comics, I'm walking under these shadows, I'm here to receive advice, to this Nithin saying, dude,
I run the show.
I can be the show.
I run the show.
I am the show. Where did that confidence come from?
The behavior in itself was, the roots were in Mumbai, if I can say so.
Tell me about Mumbai.
Because you
Where
expose
did you go to Mumbai?
6-7 months stayed there. Went for an agency job. 5 months in that, 2 months in another agency. Overnight job. So this they were looking for Kannada comics / writers with also like a good social media knowledge, and it came to Suhas, and so they're like, hey man, we're looking for like a Kannada, we're kind of recruiting a comic from all languages, all regional languages, so sort of like Avengers assemble type of shit. So they're like, hey man, we need a Kannada whatever. So I was like, not me, this is one boy, if you want to whatever. They saw me, they're like, you know what, come off. And must it was. And there, first time where I'm like, I'm in a room and everybody's an artist of some sorts. There was a guy who was a rapper, there was a guy who was a drummer, there was a guy who was like a dancer, there was a guy who was there's a woman who's a content creator. She still is one very big in Mumbai. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾ ಶಿ ಈಸ್
ಈ ತರ ಗೂಗ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ.
ಹಾಕು ಗುರು ನಿಂದೆ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಂದೇ. ನೀನ್ ಬರೀ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋದು ಇಡೀ ಎಪಿಸೋಡು. ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಸೇ?
ನಿತಿನ್
ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ ನಾನು?
ನಿತಿನ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೀ ನೋ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕೊಲ್ಯಾಬ್.
ವೆರಿ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲ. So yeah, I was like, cool, you know what, I'm not an alien here anymore. It's one of those things where you're like, oh, you're a comic guru ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ, oh, you're a comic, cool bro, I'm a rapper now, both of us are equally jobless, lala, haha. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So one of those things. And because the agency worked on this, their module was that, hey, we're recruiting comics alone. I was jamming with comics from other languages and to share a humor there and all of it. And some sort of, to an extent, I was also facing racism. This is very weird because
in what way?
They're like, hey, you are Madrasi, of course, the typical. I'm just like, yeah,
South is Chennai.
My problem is that at least do jokes on Kannada, no? You can't. I written a joke on this that they're like, "Arey, you are so South Indian that you do this." I'm like, oh no, that's actually Tamil Nadu. I'm like, you're so South Indian, you do Konkan. I'm like, actually that's Kerala. Kannada vandu bandila nange, please. So for representation early jokes allo, aita. Nice. So kind of fighting that. And when I came back, outlook on life has changed. Started earning properly. So some sustainability in life. Okay, cool, sorted, whatever. when I got back to stage, I'm like, you know what, guys? I know I'm funny now. I don't give a fuck if you don't think. I don't give a fuck. ನೀವು ಕಾಸು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಂದ್ರ ನಾನು ನಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. I won't be rude to you. But you can't, it's not your show anymore. ನನ್ನ ಕೈಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಶೋ ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ. Until then, it was probably like, hey guys, I have written some jokes. Now I will try. Joke number 1, joke number 2, joke number 3. Oh, ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. I'm so sorry. ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸಾರಿ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Now I'm like, hey, ಲೌಡೆ ದಿಂಗ್ಸ್ಕೋ. Now I will tell jokes. You don't laugh, get fucked. You know whose life is sad? Yours. I thought it's one of those things that started there.
How long were you in Mumbai?
7 months.
7 months was what, like a retainer, like monthly payment? Or?
Monthly payment. I properly got a place there, lived with roommates, lived with annoying Northy roommates. Yeah. Got fucked over for deposit money. Yeah, all sort of shit.
What's the most North Indian thing a North Indian did to you?
Fuck me over. Fuck a Bangalore Kannadiga over. Huh? Anyway, illa dude, it's just stupid.
What's pissing off about North Indians, you think?
Dude,
I'm on board, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
no. Guys, North Indian in Mumbai, by the way. Specific North Indians. It is just this guy literally behaved like he owned the place. You are also a tenant, bastard. You are also a fucking tenant, aita. You and I are equally, it is almost a metaphor for the North. So, dude, you and I are equally under the owner's eyes, aita. You can't be a better tenant than me if you and I are paying the fucking same. If you are tenant son, nepotism, I understand. ನೀನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದನೋ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದನೋ ಬಂದಿನಿ, ನಿಂಗೇನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. I was like, ಸರಿ ಗುರು, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. And then I was like, yeah, and then I was constantly, and by the way, that guy was also like a struggling actor. I'm like, dude, very bad performance. Very bad performance, man. Whatever. Adamele, again, Mumbai was a small episode. Again, it's such, 7 months in Mumbai ain't shata, whatever. But it's just like first time I lived away from home. First time I lived away from Bangalore. Bangalore. And that's when I started romanticizing Bangalore. Because
didn't you fall more in love in Bangalore?
I will tell you. Oh, very interesting.
Man, it's, before you tell me, I'll tell you, fucking grew up thinking Mumbai is
the shiz
where my heart will bloom.
Of course.
Went to Mumbai, did few things there, went to Delhi. I want to marry Bangalore, bro.
I know.
I'll never leave.
I know.
I started here, I learned here, I'll build here, I'll fucking die here.
The same sentiment I share in my recent set also. The whole thing is that life is all about perspective. You're in point A, you look at point B. ನಿಮ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಬ್ರೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಕಿಂಗ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಆಯ್ತಾ. ದೆನ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ, ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಯು ಲೈಕ್ ಶಾಟ. ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ 23 years I'm like, hey, Bangalore that, ಎಷ್ಟು Bangalore. Then I go to Mumbai and then I realize Mumbai is also shata.
It's its own mess.
Yeah, so my set, the biggest chunk of my set was Mumbai, and in Mumbai, in comparison to Mumbai, how Bangalore is, therefore to outside how inside is another type, whatever, very philosophical trade to be, whatever. But the idea was that Mumbai gave me the confidence that, dude, this is, you are it. You don't need somebody, you don't need something to call it. It's not a cape that you wear to feel like a superhero. You yourself are the superhero.
You don't need an accessory.
You don't need an accessory. You are the superhero. The mic is an extension of you ashte. That's when I was like, cool, you know what? The stage persona, off stage persona, same person. It had always been that, but maybe on stage I polished myself and I was presenting a more polished, likable version, and that went. I think after that, you know what? It is my show. After that, it is my show. You are in my show.
Can you say what you said again?
On stage, maybe I was presenting a more likable, polished version, which also happens on social media.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Stop. Because they are coming for that. They are experiencing this disconnect. You know what? I am this here, I am this here. On the same person on a podcast, the same person on a live show, the same person on off in the green room of the comedy after you meet also. Like you come to the show, you meet me at a show, you tea kudita idini maatadso, same person. I have seen comics who are not that.
But if you look at like the ones who have really nailed it, the same people on stage and same people in the green room. If you think about it, at least what I felt, right? If I look at like Bill Burr is such a big inspiration for me. The guy's the same. He's the same on a fucking news channel. He's the same in the fucking green room. He's the same at a party. He's the same on the stage.
Say Ricky Gervais for that matter also. Same person.
Same.
And to have the, again, it is probably like also age and experience on our of it. But at that age and experience, it is also very easy to get away with things.
Yeah.
So, adikkondu enaru madbodu. Like, but to be real in like the grandest stage of him all, maybe an Oscar. This one, you've seen his Oscars where he's like calling out. It takes a Ricky Gervais to call out celebs and all of it. So like, you know what? I don't want to be.
Yeah, this is who I am.
Yeah, Ashte. Hi, funny, come funny. Ashte. Good night.
Amongst so many things that you just spoke, there's some of the basics that I never want to stop calling out, right? Which was that sense of slowness and satisfaction because of the income that you had, that sustainable income, right? You need that in your 20s. You need some hook, some hold on to say it'll take care of you, go and explore. I feel like a lot of the times people give that up too easy and then struggle, more than what you should be. There must be some income coming in, something that you can see that, okay, next month this is what's coming in, and then you get to dream, right? You can't dream when you're tensed. This is very real, right? When you just become slow, when you're like, okay, I don't need to worry about where my food's coming from, where I need to stay, or that basic level of respect.
Bro, my roti kapda makan is sorted.
Yeah. You need to sort that.
Sorted.
Yeah.
How is it sorted? You know what? I'm still living with my parents, therefore sorted. Or, hey, you know what? I have a day job, therefore sorted. Hey, you know what? This one freelance project keeps coming every month, therefore it's sorted. I think at this point, 5 months of you can't be Steve Jobs in 2024, dude.
Yeah. True.
Economy is not the same. Economy is not the same. You can't go live in ISKCON on Prasad also here.
You can't. They'll chase you out.
Ivaga hustle is the grind is the same. The approach is probably not.
Approach is different now.
To every 2 years, algorithm changes. How are you expecting same formula to stay, man? How?
True.
Algorithm changes every month also. Like, now, what is your grind? Cool, you know what? I want to make it. I want to fucking do that. How are you doing it? By doing it. Again, whatever. Okay. Plan B ಏನಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ bro, plan B ಇಲ್ಲ. Plan B ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಾ. Plan B, slowly let's erase it.
Yeah.
Let's make plan A bigger.
Yeah.
But keep a plan B.
Keep a plan B. Plan B is not really plan B, right? Plan B is part of your fucking plan A, bitch. Like, think about it, right? Like, it's never plan A or plan B. It's plan B is part of plan A.
Plan B is in all, is in the last page. Classmate last page of jokes bartittu. That is plan B.
Yeah.
That if you're not writing it, read.
Read it. True.
No, it's like one of those things where I'm just like, so right now, I have a silver ring. I'm not wearing it now, but I have a silver ring. The idea is, dude, if I lose out any money, I'll pawn this, get 2,000.
True.
It is not the accessory I'm in love with. It is a form of a fiscal guarantee.
Yeah.
Have a fucking silver ring. It need not be gold.
Yeah.
But have a fucking silver ring that you can pawn. It is valuable somewhere, dude. You
need to sleep fucking hungry. Yeah. Anyway, the size of your shows in terms of audiences, the type of audiences have grown. I've seen these massive pictures of you at colleges, 100, 200, 500, 800. Tell me about your best show in the last 2 years, where you felt when you walked off stage and you said, bitch, I'm fucking living here and dying here. I'm never leaving this stage.
I think the last 2 years, if I consider, there were a couple of college shows. One was PES Bangalore. Okay. One. My biggest show of the year, that year.
What was the attendance?
1,000 plus.
Yes.
1,000 plus, and they promoted also like that. They had like a roll down on this one, Tamte ittu.
With your picture and all?
Picture ittu. When I entered Tamte ittu, there were lights.
Nice.
First big show. First great
show.
brand.
And you're the main.
I am the star. There was Vasishta Simha as actor guest. Nithin Comedy Night. Aditya. NITK Suratkal. Probably a very important organization. And first Kannada show happening there.
Okay.
I'm like, Macha, amazing.
Main show again.
Main show, and literally from here to go there, they're like, illa bro, ni banni bro, to expect me. And like one of those things where I'm like, bro, nam neeve bekagittu. Like we the ask was for you. It was not like, okay, get a comedian and then we didn't settle for you. The ask for that this year we need a Kannada comedian and it had to be this guy.
It has to be you.
Anmatto. So those were the biggest call, and that was also like 900 plus this one.
How many minutes on stage?
30. I went for 30. I had done my ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ research on the college and all of it. Went till 45. They had a ball because 15 minutes was just college jokes. Things that the college students are not allowed to say. But hey, you guys called a comedian. Now I will. I think that's such a leeway for such a...
and it's nice to be in that space.
Absolutely.
It's like, yeah.
Again, now...
Pure respect.
You kind of get a responsibility that if I am a first comedian, the objective is to make things right, to give administrations a second chance next year ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀನು you can't fuck it up. You can't fuck it up. There are literally colleges that have banned comedy because one comedian fucked up there.
That's why they didn't call Shravan. No,
he went this year. He went.
What the fuck?
He went. This year was the ask.
But before Shravan gets psyched that I said that, did he dumb down his jokes?
NITK Suratkal.
Okay.
I went first year. They're like, bro, this year the ask is for you. Shravan went this year. And we are like, cool. We are established. NITK. So the idea right now is if we do a show in Bangalore, a private show, like a ticket show in Bangalore, we have our NITK Suratkal boys.
Nice.
The base guarantee is that we can do a show there. We can do a show there. Shravan also killed.
That's nice.
Those are two great brand shows. Again, when you are asking the biggest show was this year, I did my Bangalore tour. 2024, I did my Bangalore tour. My biggest ticketed show has been last year, 150 in underground, in just BLR.
Okay.
I thought that day, I was like, I am God. Do not touch me. Full complex.
Sold out?
Of course, sold out.
Nice.
Hey man, it's my show. ಇಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ಮೂರು ಅನ್ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇತ್ತು.
ಯಾವಾಗಿತ್ತು?
September end. Last show of my tour. That is a couple of shows in Mysore. Couple of college shows. Every time I leave a college show, I'm just like, you know what? I am.
It feels good.
It feels amazing. It gives me this is the reason, bro. It's one of those things like nakkan idu ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು.
I've like truly I do believe that, and I told this to Aditya as well. There's no reason why you can't be the face of Kannada stand-up. I think there's no reason why you can't be that. And you're already on the path. But I think with the years to come, it'll be very hard for someone else to take that.
I don't want to sound very pretentious. I don't want to be the face. I don't want to be the face. I'll tell you why. Face comes with pressure. You have to be makeup ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. Because ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ಫೇಸ್ ಬೇಕು. They won't accept a face with an acne on it.
Taking it in the chin.
No, I'm not talking about face with an acne. I'm saying I have flaws. As a comic also I have flaws. I can't be face is for the people. I want to be a brain. Or I want to be hair. I want to be hair. I can trim myself. I'll go bald also. Again, style.
That's a very... If you get it, you get it.
You get it, you get it.
I'm not going to get into fucking explaining that. I want to move on to other things. Give me 4 other names that you feel like are really contributing to the scene now. Kannada stand-up scene.
So, Shravan, me, Ganesh, we have a collective. We are doing shows together. It's 3 of us who started out comedy together.
What do you mean we have a collective?
Collective andre we are doing shows together. And
you travel together, you jam together, you write together.
Yeah, no, we are coming out with an IP where it's 3 of us.
Okay.
And it is called SNG, Shravan, Nithin, Ganesh, SNG Live. That was our biggest property this last year. We did multiple shows. We are renaming it and the videos will come out. I think by the time this video is out, you would have seen 2 videos. You would have liked 3. Yeah. Or no, 3 videos, you would have liked 2. 1 is bad. Okay. Yeah, so that is... so I think 3 of us together... Is 3 of us also together?
Yeah,
3 of us together. 3 of us together are...
Edit that.
Are chuching. Come on, man. Oh, you get it, jokes. Three of us together are...
Anyway, you have accepted yourself. I'll let you roll.
Three of us are doing shit. We are doing shit. We are... for a while, we were the only running open mic in Kannada. We were the only running mic in Bangalore. We were organizing weekly mics. There were 4 mics. There was one moment last year, me and Ganesh were in Mumbai. We had gone for a project. We were writing project. We had gone there and we were talking with Uruj, Hindi comic. English comic, global level English comic now. Favorite comic.
Dropping names.
No, so... Hey man, Uruj, if you're listening.
Talking to Uruj. What is there?
Very chill it was. So she was like, how's... Very nice she was. She like, how's... Oh guys, Kannada comic, very cool. How's it? How's that? How's this? How's the mics there? We were like... So both of us run the only functioning mic. So because we are in Mumbai, it's not happening now. So it was that. We were like, Guru, ಏನು ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
Truth in a lot of ways.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So right now us...
There's this other guy, you know? I forgot his name.
Akib, Harman, Underground also has been a big support. There's another comedy club called Tag, where Akib runs. Akib also moved to Kannada. Harman also tried Kannada. There's a comic called Manoj, who's young.
He tried it and he killed it.
Yeah, both of them. Majja it was. And a lot of new comics are coming out of videos. A lot of new comics are coming out of videos. So I think for them, at this point, the next 2-3 months, you'll see a lot of breakout videos. I won't say breakout comics because they had been in the scene. I think a lot of us, I will include myself also, a lot of us will get some form of validation in the next coming months. And this whole last year, the scene has primarily been about making more open mics, for which we were responsible. We won't take the full credit, of course. But next year, when videos roll out and people get more shows, people do more college shows probably, people do more corporate and all of it, a lot more flag bearers will turn up.
When you think of the Kannada stand-up scene and what you've been able to contribute and where it's going, does it feel like it's had an upward curve in terms of the scene growing and the audience growing, or has it stagnated somewhere?
I was having this conversation 2 weeks ago that is comedy ever gonna be like a dead art form? With, of course, it is a very audience dependent art form. You can't perform in an empty room. You can sing in an empty room. You can dance in an empty room.
Some comics are performed in an empty room.
Conscious alna. Again, it's a very audience dependent art form. Now, who are these audience turning up? Like with reducing attention span, I mean, I'm also part of the same generation, whatever. With reducing attention span, they are not ready to sit for 2 hours probably. I don't like you'll start noticing these things. They want short, which is why short, crisp part, what that punchline here, there, edit that, this will
close,
will whatever, right? You like at the expense of sounding my generation was better. It is that audience will slowly deplete. Their exposure to humor around is so much that you will automatically have to have a cream layer of jokes waiting for you when you pay. On Instagram, getting X level of humor for free. If I'm paying $2.99, this motherfucker better be good.
Yeah.
Athwa, if that's all. I paid it was, for a lot more people. Watching stand up is still a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
But now it's become, no, I want to laugh. It is a conscious. It's a need. I hope it becomes a need. We can survive. It's like a massage, bro.
Which massage? The one you get here?
Anything.
The one you get in?
There are 2 types of comedians also, you know. It's like a massage. You can sit at home, you can rub whatever, or you can actually go to a chiropractor. I hope more people ache themselves and come to comedy chiropractors.
So now exactly what I'm saying, right? So where do you think the Kannada audience is heading? I mean,
ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ,
ನಿನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದು.
ನನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ ನಿಮಗೆ, ನಾನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಕನ್ನಡ audience, this is not a comment on Kannada audience. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು, it's not about you. Chill. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Kannada audience wants what they are expecting in their head, but they are not ready to accept that it goes through shit drafts first. They want, why are we not able to do this movie? ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಬಂತು, ಅದನ್ನ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಾನೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 4 ಜನ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗೋದು. ಹಂಗಂತ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾಕ್ರಿಟಿ. ಅಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾಕ್ರಿಟಿ, ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ವಿಚಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸಿಸಮ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಸಿಸಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೇಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? some of the comedians have like done mad shows where there are comics who performed on live TV in Kannada. There are comics who performed on primetime TV. There are comics who performed for the government. The comics who performed on like Yuva Dasara and all of it. Still chilling in the same places as they. We are on the same lineup as them and all of it. Yella madbandi. Comics who performed in the US. Comics who performed in the UK. Comics who performed in the Australia. Whatever. But then you're like cool. ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಾಮಿಡೀಸ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಾಮಿಡೀಸ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಬೆಗ್ಗಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದ್ರೋ ಶೋಗೆ ಅಂತ, ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಎಂಡ್ ಗೋಲ್ in Karnataka at least, the end goal, this is see how the segment goes, okay? I don't want this to be included just for the sake of it. The end goal in this diaspora is going to Big Boss. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ I don't think people want to be more than that. The end goal is Big Boss. Because everybody is rooting for a Big Boss spot. Your entire year's discussion is, suppose a real creator goes viral, this guy will go to Big Boss. Suppose a hero goes viral, this guy will go to Big Boss. Suppose somebody makes a controversy, this guy will go to Big Boss. That is the end place. And from there, nobody is able to move up for some reasons. And people are not able to think outside that. Like, how hard is it for a content creator with X 100,000 followers to have his own TV show? Could have become India's Got Talent, own ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅಥವಾ could have had with his amount of celebrity reach, could have had like a talk show like say Rana Bhat is doing. ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು. No, but what are we? ಯಾಕೆ? ನಮಗೆ ಬಿಗ್ ಬಾಸ್ ಸಾಕು.
Other definition.
So I think after a point, people, if support, a couple of comics friends of mine have got ಏನಂತಾರೆ rumor offers ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. It's just like, hey, ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, I've been talking about whatever. Just that one of the comedians will go to Big Boss, and then he will become the template for how comics should be. And then they will start seeing us like this
under that light.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So I think see comedians as comedians. Why? I keep telling this. People take comedy seriously. I am not fighting for the same spot as a news.
Yeah.
So don't put me there.
Yeah.
I am fighting for a last page where you're done with news. You're like, okay, let me relax myself. Naan allidini. Don't put me in the first page.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
And I also feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? So there's a certain education the audience has to go through about comedy
literacy.
Comedy literacy, right? That's a nice word for every audience. I still feel like there's this large group of for Kannada stand-up audience who are like, hey, joke hedo.
Yeah,
joke hedo.
There is comparing us to yesteryear comedians. There is that also. There is there is this whole thing of how are we, idu nam samskruti na, that there's moral policing on all of it. How are you just not seeing it as a joke? I understand if you laugh first and then be like, hey, you know what, haha, that was funny, but you know what, it kind of meddles with whatever. How are you not able to laugh at all first? Nee nakbut amile hedu bro. Nee nakbut amile hedu. I say suppose now everybody knows what dark joke is because of the National Dark Joke Education Program ran by the government. ಜನಹಿತಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಜಾರಿ. Everybody knows what dark humor is. So everybody knows. People are commenting, sorry guys, he escaped from my basement. People are living in barge houses. Where is basement in India? You tell. My point being, see man, if you laugh, you get it, man. My point being that everybody knows what a dark joke is. People are chill with dark jokes online. People are chill with dark jokes behind anonymity. People do DPs, whatever. On random Instagram comments, you can leave a comment, run away. When a comedian has the fucking balls to take a mic, craft a joke, and has the balls to tell it in 150 people, he has to fear saying, am I gonna wake up tomorrow? How many more jokes are we gonna erase? Telling it and then ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗುರು ನಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು ತಾನೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ. ಯಾರು ಲೈಕ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕಾಮಿಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಾಯರ್ಸ್. More comments of friends. I have
need of the hour. Anyway, coming to ticket sales. Coming to fucking ticket sales.
Hey, you want to see my ticket?
Yaudu?
My Bangalore tour ticket.
Sure.
Please.
What you carried around? Oh fuck! I remember this. You had put it up on your story.
Yep.
Very cool. Nithin Kamath.
And I punched it and gave at the show. I punched a date and month, and there's a sponsor at the back, so it is also them also. Got a sponsor, man.
Sprenzo.
Hey, shout out.
This show is presented by Sprenzo. Use the code for a discount on your first order.
It says 20 wapas kodo.
Nice.
If it's my card, it's gonna be my card.
Very cool.
And there was the small details here. It says show Karakrama Samyojakar Shahi. So some people came and got signed autographs there and all of it. Love giving autographs also. Very one of those vanity things where I'm just like, hey, I want to feel like a celeb also sometimes.
I remember a lot of girls came up to you after that show at Just BLR.
Correct.
But a lot of those girls were underage. What's going on?
Yeah, I was like, I was telling them what books to study, and I own stationery shop. No, so they came. They're like, nimatra exam pens idya, nimatra Parker pens idya, and I was like, yeah, kodtini, of course. I'm a big brother to everybody. I want to keep my distance from.
But what's the audience you're drawing now? On a more serious.
I would like to admit that it is 18 to 25 Gen Z audience or first job Gen Z audience, people my age, who know what comedy is and are coming for jokes. Aita. This is what I would like to admit. The reality is people are coming for my face. And they're again, I saw this guy on Instagram, let's go, or all of it.
So your name is pulling.
Name and face is pulling.
Nice.
Aita. For an extent, that was a good thing. It's just that they're not coming twice. Aita. Once they're expecting disappointment, they're like, like this guy will obviously make relationship jokes. This guy will obviously make hey ha ha who jokes. Illa, nan suicide ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Have you spoken about it?
Yeah. I've spoken about the whole death anxiety part also, right? The whole on stage. It's a very big chunk of my set.
Respect.
Like my set is called Kashta Sukha. My set is called Kashta Sukha. And they're like, yeah, you know what? We shouldn't have come to this guy's show. No, very cute you are. We shouldn't have fucking never come.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ರಿಯಲ್
ಆಯ್ತು. And to those who came and experienced that, there are two ways to go about it. They're like, you know what? We like you as a Instagram entity only. We will never come to a show. Or, hey man, we actually genuinely enjoyed this. We'll come again. That is my core audience. There are obviously some 25 plus 30 people, 35 middle-aged people who are also finding it relatable. There are of course 16 to 18 who saved up pocket money to buy a ticket, and they're just like, hey, bro, 4 o'clock idi bro, 8 o'clock amma bidalla. Still that audience.
Yeah.
Still that audience. Outside Bangalore, it is mostly just people who have seen me and have zero idea about what I do in life. In Bangalore, it is people who have a fair understanding of what I do. Or I had come to their college once, so they wanted to explore more. Or they heard about my show from a friend, so they wanted to explore more. Or people like, hey bro, I am a fan, so I wanted to get my entire office people to your show.
Nice.
So those type. So now there are fans anta helbodu.
Corporates are paying for Kannada stand-up? Yeah.
I think market just opened.
Yeah. So there is
I started this year with a corporate show.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's nice. And like without naming, non-corporate or like a I mean,
I think so. I don't know how corporates work. I think you are good guys. You are amazing. I had fun though. Had fun.
had fun.
It's like, hey, we need Kannada comedy. We need Kannada comedy.
I think there's a huge market.
Huge market. I think last year, a lot of colleges were, a lot of YouTube artists, a lot of YouTube creators, a lot of gamers, a lot of them got invites. A lot of Instagram creators also got invites as judges, as guests and all of it.
That was on from...
So last year, no, for Kannada specific.
Okay.
And then I saw a lot more Kannada college show inquiries and all of it. There was a market where when comedy was new, there was a novelty market. And now that went. And now it is coming to, you know what, lot more Kannadigas, Rajyasabha ಒಂದು ಕರೆಸಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ಬನ್ನ ಕರ್ಸೋಣ. There is also, like, I am assuming this is the argument, like, hey guys, we need to have a stand-up comedy andre, how about Kannada? Then like, okay, let's try. So it's become there.
2 years ago and now you've kept your hustle on Instagram on. There's will you tell me what you feel about it, but I feel like there's good fucking amount of effort. There have been times where you fucking nail 20 stories a day. There have been like fucking back to back.
I'll be honest.
Wait, let me finish. And out of those 20 stories, 6 are please buy my ticket.
Hey man, of course.
Okay, please buy.
So that way hustle is still on.
You're fucking very open about it. And so, I used to look at that, and then in the middle I'm like, what must be going through his head, putting up this story saying, come to the show. Yeah, shamelessly, come to the show. This is the ticket link. I've not seen in this scene someone pushing it like that. So yeah, what goes on in your head? What's the attitude like? Putting out these links, constantly saying, is it working? Is it not working? Is that also one of the reasons why it's really worked out for you and maybe not for some of the other comics, because they are not putting it out there as much as you?
I suppose. Yakandre ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ there is one filter I've put myself through, that a lot more known celebrities are following me now. Yeah. I can't be annoying on stories. I can't risk an unfollow. I am validation hungry like that. And I will see if they've seen my story. I will imagine how they must have seen my story. So there is obviously, I need to be likable on stories. Contradicting myself. That I likable antala. It's just that if I was putting 15 and I was getting this, the taper, the slope you get on Instagram stories. Now I'm like, ಮೂರಾಕಣ ಸಾಕು, 10 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನೆಷ್ಟು ಜನ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ನನ್ನ. It is that. What
does that slope look like?
So on an average I get 5,000 views on a story.
And if you put say 10 stories,
last one gets 800.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. So
there's a good 80% drop there.
Even more. And Instagram itself doesn't push. I've studied Instagram instead right now. So if you put more than 15-16 stories,
it's like fuck it.
1,500 on the first one and 1,000 on the last one. So it keeps only ashto. If I put one story after 4 days,
boom,
10,000.
Yeah.
And I don't put links there, because then it won't.
Oh really?
Yeah, links ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ push ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ ಆ ಥರದ. Which is what I do. I put my link in the first story, then I go on a Q&A. So people who would have at least seen the link story and gone back. And I do a lot of clickbaiting also.
Yeah.
I should let go of that also now. Now the idea is that how will they come to my show? Not all of them are actually scrolling through, because my feed posts get very less traction.
Feed posts are not even like
getting
I don't think anybody is even looking at feed
only
posts,
reels, man. Only reels. Your feeds are not feeds anymore. It is reels. And hey, I could not convert this into a reel, therefore it must be a post.
Your feed post is for that rare person who stalks your profile.
Probably. That's all. That is all. It won't even make a difference if you remove all of the posts.
Yeah, nobody cares
about it anymore. So where I'm active is where people will see me is stories. And the messaging is that, hey man, you asked for a Whitefield show. I'm doing a Whitefield show. Shut the fuck up and come now. It is not all requesting it anymore. Hey guys, link is here. I am here.
Sure.
Where are you?
Okay, we'll get back to talks on the ticket sales. For now, we gotta change batteries, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, back to ticket sales, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back.
I hope you.
To on a personal note too.
So, ticket sales are that's where the scene is for you. I mean, the more the audiences, more the income for you, more the income for the
Everybody
venue.
eats.
Are venues kind enough to share more revenue now, or is it still an issue?
No, I think all the venues I've performed at. So this whole of last year, if I take 2024 calendar year, I did 50 shows.
50.
50. Good number.
How does that make you feel?
Great, because it was my first year as an independent artist.
Okay.
Right out of the thing. And I'm just like, cool, now I'm doing it on my own. Planning it on my own, curating it on my own, doing the whole thing, like ideating and all of it, everything on my own. Eating the profits also on my own. Aita. 50 proper ticketed full shows, events, including corporates, including colleges, ella sir 50. Almost a one a week. Good number for me.
Which is nice.
Which is great for Kannada comedy. Yakandre, I've seen 2x, 3x in English and Hindi, which has also been here for long. But me being able to do a big win for me, and us being able to do it even better. As in, like, I saw, like, Shravan and Ganesh also did 50-50. Somebody else did 20-30, which is also great. All of us doing it even better. All the venues I worked with have been very kind, have been co-owned by my friends. So, like, some form of leniency there. They're not stringent. They're not on your back on all times. And at the same time, they're also eating. We are all eating properly. Shows outside Bangalore, I only did 4, which was all 4 of them in Mysore, which was also a friend's venue. So, allu mastittu. More warm, more welcoming, but more strict audience there. Mysore. I love performing in Mysore because they know how to define a good word from a bad joke, and they're very kind, but they won't forgive. They won't forgive. They won't forgive if you use like a below the belt joke. They'll. So it's like you respect kalkombutta. Shouldn't have done it. Types, at least for me. So venues are doing well. I'm able to pay people who are working for me, as in, like, not working, but like I'm able to pay a graphic designer better. I'm able to pay, if I get a videographer for the show, I'm able to pay him better. Without cutting a lot of corners or without asking for a lot of favors. And it's a responsibility for me. If I am getting X, somebody gets a part. Ellaru get a part and that money, to see that money is motivating me to do it better. Therefore, the whole idea for this whole ticket and all of it, one might think, why are we investing? This is an expense also. Miscellaneous expense, but it's an expense. No, I don't mind, because I know I'm getting. And to see a revenue, like, I was just doing finances, I was like, cool, you know what? Ishtidre saak guru. ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋದು ಇವಾಗ.
Beyond this, I can
ಕೆಲಸ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಐ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು, ಬಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನಾನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಜೀವನ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು. ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೀಪ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಬಟ್ knowing that this is base guarantee is enough. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೇಲೇ ಹೋಗೋದು. Even if you do 6% inflation, I'm good.
Yeah, good.
I'm good. And I sold about 1,300 tickets in a year.
Wow.
Which is probably one show for one big comic. And that's what keeps me humble. It is. No, I know.
It is what it is.
Sonu's doing 1,000-seater this week.
Oh, really?
She's doing 1,000-seater.
Where here? Bangalore?
B.R. Ambedkar Bhavana. She's doing 1,000-seater. Probably the first 1,000-seater for a Kannada comic. Or probably not, because Pranesh has also done.
10,000 are going to be sold. Like,
She sold it. She's done selling it. I'm doing 50 this week, by the way. And 22 are gone. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm saying, me selling 1,300 tickets, I'm just like, fuck yeah. Then I'm like, oh, somebody sent 1,000 here. One day.
How much does it cost to, say, I won't name a club or anyone. So, as a stand-up comedian today, it's important for me to put out reels from my content.
Correct.
So, say I do a 30-minute solo show.
Correct.
In a well-lit place, good acoustics.
Well produced.
How much do I need to pay whoever's involved to get content out of a 30-minute show?
So, depends. So, again,
For a good...
a good, a renowned club, which is a club, it is important because your organization production is handled. You're not doing it in like as much as
Not a new space.
Not a new space or whatever, and not a non-performative space, right? Whatever. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ರೆಂಟು, ಯುವರ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೋ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೀಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಓಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್, ಆಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪೇಯಿಂಗ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟೋಯ್ತು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಜನ ಬಂದರು, ನಕ್ಕಿದ್ರು, ಹೋದರು, ಟಿಕೆಟ್ದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲುಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಅ 20 to 30K ಫಾರ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. Okay,
as an investment it can go up to 50s also. Okay, but
in this 30K,
a good 8 out of 10 show with everything being 8 out
this
of 10
Asian
is
time 20 to 30. How much do you recoup from your show ticket revenue is the game. You can recoup 8 to 10 also in that, or if you're smart enough, if you price your tickets at 499, you can recoup all 30 also.
This is for yourself, you're saying?
Myself, my tickets are,
I mean, as a comedian.
As a comedian, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಇಲ್ಲ fuck the investment, fuck the whatever ಅಂದ್ರೂ you can simply go record your 10-minute bit at a 7 to 10K price. Okay, I am curating lineups this year. Idea is to curate more lineups where comics can come frequently and get recorded their bit, and that is the industry charges ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the well accepted charge right now is say 6K for say a 10 to 12 minute bit.
10 to 12.
So if you can get yourself 6K every 2 months. You have a video out. You have 6 videos out in a year.
Yeah, it's worth.
6 videos out in a year is what? Weeks of reels, man. Weeks, and they will give you back. One goes viral, you are sorted for 5 more reels, 5 more shows. So investment big nimge.
Anand Ratnam put out this
special
very recently, and then he put out this reel,
correct,
talking about why the fuck aren't you guys going and watching it.
Yeah.
Like genuinely like hurt with the whole reach of it. What do you think happened there?
Right now, if you ask me, right now, I did 2 shows with SNG and I did 2 shows myself end of November. This whole is costing about close to 2 lakh.
How many shows you said?
4 whole specials. Close to 2 lakhs. Because
for yourself?
Illa. 2 SNG, 2 nandu.
Okay.
So in this...
in that SNG you have 3 of you.
So in this whole 2/3 are mine. So my share is what? Around 140 tanka hogutte. Adralli, God's grace, we have kind of recouped tickets alla seri 40-50. So I genuinely have to put 90K to be able to get 2 specials of mine. Plus 2 whole specials, by the way, plus 2 SNG shows, of which 1/3 is mine and all of it. And then I sit and just calculate, I might get about 19 videos. 19 YouTube worthy videos.
That's a pretty good
investment.
Yeah.
Right? It's about 5,000 a video.
Yeah.
Now, to be able to put this out and to break even, for me, say if I have to recoup 90, it is probably say 3 to 4 shows.
3 to 4 shows.
Not ticketed.
Where they're calling
gigs.
You as
Gigs.
Nithin Kamath. We
Gigs.
need Nithin Kamath to come and perform. This is,
ಆಯ್ತಾ. I hope 19 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ 4 ಸಿಕ್ಕರೆ I'm even. Do you hear me? I'm still saying hope.
Yeah.
ಆಯ್ತಾ. And this is 4 years into comedy.
Yeah.
How
this
much?
This is very real. Yeah.
And how deep is Anand Ratnam into comedy? 10 years?
10 years, yeah.
10 years. At 10 years, you see, if 10 years goes right, you can go somewhere. Who else is 10 years into comedy? Yeah. Abhishek Upmanyu is 10 years into comedy.
Shankar.
No, I'm saying who's up there.
Oh.
10 years into comedy. Abhishek Upmanyu is 10 into comedy. Who else is in, say, Bassi is 10 years into comedy. Say, Rahul Dua is 10 years into comedy. If Hindi is taking you there.
Yeah.
Bangalore English is taking you here.
It's painful.
Very painful.
In a way, it does seem like Kannada stand-up has it better off than English stand-up in Bangalore.
I've heard it a lot. They thought it was, because They will laugh at anything. They thought because they laugh at anything, but they're also understanding that now audience won't laugh at ಈ ಸಲ ನಮ್ದು joke anymore. Audience won't laugh at ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಬೀಳ್ತಾರೆ joke anymore. Kannada craft is growing, bro. You see, this is not even like comparison. You see the level of Kannada comedy now. You come to an open mic. You just see, dude, what the fuck are these guys talking about ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ. ಏನು ಮಸ್ತ್ ಬರೀತೀರ ಅಂದರೆ some of my I'm a fan of some of the comics I perform with. I'm a big fucking fan of some of the comics I perform with, and literally I still go home and I think, how can I write better? We are eating it up like that. And then somebody thinks that, hey, these guys are whatever, having it easier. Of course, we probably have the advantage of, say, a language sentiment. Probably it is because of like simply the scale to which we can reach. But we are still lesser than our neighboring languages. If I remember talking to you about it, a Tamil comic can come do a show in Bangalore, bro. I can't do a show in Chennai. A Kannada show in Chennai.
Very true.
So ಅವ್ರಿಗಷ್ಟಿದೆ ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಕಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಹೂ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಂಡೆನ್ಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದರ್, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ವೆನ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ದಟ್ ನಂಬರ್, ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್, ಹೌ ಆಮ್ ಐ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಇಟ್ is because of all the shows I did this year.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I'm like, cool, you know what, I earned it, I paid a price, whatever I had, I enjoyed also. ನಾನು ಏನೇನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು ತಗೊಂಡೆ, ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೇನಿದೆ gigs ಇಂದಾನೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕಾಸು, and that is great. Yeah, I think when you come to a point where you're able to invest into your art because of your art, it's the coolest thing.
It is fucking cool. It is
ever,
fucking
man.
cool.
It's the coolest thing ever. Nobody can say anything to you anymore.
It is so beautiful. I used to, so again, these are all big shows.
Yeah.
So I also did a small show called Kamath and Friends. Kamath and Friends, very simple weekly show, 99 rupee ticket, 30 people show up, tight 30, everybody's sold most of the weeks. Okay, 6 comics try their open mics, I sell the ticket, so there's no pressure on them, and people come expecting me, so whatever they tell is a bonus. That is the format of the show. Every week on so show happens on Thursday. Next Thursday I get 2,300. I'm like, I will eat today. Weekly 2,000 ನಂಗೆ ಸಾಕು ಬರೋದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೋ ಚಿಲ್ that I was just chilling. I'm like, who's gonna pay for this food? Hey, you know what? My art. Did a show last Thursday. Money's here, bitches. It's once in a month ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೋದು, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? Your investment you start noticing. Recurring 2,000. Stipend money, bro.
Stipend money.
It's almost like art is giving me my pocket money.
Yeah.
And that's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very fucking beautiful. I was going with the ticketing scene somewhere. Has the average ticket price gotten better now?
We are completely in sync. Yeah, we want to slowly increase, because ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, like I keep telling this as an example that people shouldn't find it more than, it shouldn't be expensive, but at the same time we should not undermine our efforts also.
Truth.
We started,
I hated it when it was 99.
I will tell you why it is 99.
Is it still 99?
I will tell you why it is 99. And a 99 is an open mic. A 99 is open mic. It is a sampler. In the same open mic, we tell you we have a show this weekend. At 99, if you're getting this, imagine 299, where it is my 1 hour. Okay. Now this 99, we started out as 49. We were like, no, you know what, we're not, because it is too low of a, like, ನೀನು 49 ticket ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ಯಾ, you won't even show up, like, it's $50 bro. ಆಯ್ತಾ? 99, we went 69, we were like, haha, jokes at 69, we went that, didn't happen. 99. Now at 99, if I'm getting an open mic, imagine what I get at 299. Okay, that is the mind game we are playing. ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, now if I am pricing it at 299, if I 4 idiots into comedy with X amount of ticket pool, I am able to do 299, a newcomer probably, or somebody who's 1 year into comedy will be like, cool, you know what, I'll do 199, I'll take up this market. Aita, if he's doing a 299 and suppose probably his bad day, not able to deliver it, then the price won't make sense for the audience to come again. Plus, he will feel that pressure to sell that ticket at that point. Now, we don't want to undervalue ourselves. We don't want to give chef gourmet shit at 99. At the same time, we don't want to give badly decorated, badly garnished food at 299. Now, last year I was doing 299. This year, videos barta ide. I want to grow. So and at the same time, I want people to show up to me if they know me and all of it. And I've like decided that this is gonna be my target. I will slowly start taking up this market. We'll give more space for more comics to come to 299. Some of the comics are doing big shows at 149.
What if you price at 499?
If I price at 499, then I will. Who am I spending 499 on? I will spend a 499 on like a Kanan Gill.
Yeah.
On say a Biswa. Am I there yet? I don't think so. At 399 I can give you. Namge ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ದು I'll tell off. 299 you get me. 499 you get SNG.
That's a nice deal. That's a nice deal.
You want SNG separately, 299 thrice. Come watch SNG together, 499.
Pretty cool.
That is the market we're playing. You want all of them, but in their rawest form. They're not even going to be funny, 99. Come bro. Come. At 149 you get Kamath and Friends. I'm trying to do 149 this year.
Got it.
So at 149 you get half baked, 299 in full gourmet shit. And if I do a Mysore, if I do a outside Bangalore, 50 rupees extra of course, because again ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ travel cost ಇದೆ ನಂಗೆ. And it's simply that it's a once in a year event there.
Yeah. How's your mental space been like?
Weird, man. Weird. Yeah, weird.
How often are you writing? Is it I mean, how often do you need to write now?
Write jokes. My approach has changed. I write down only if I'm forgetting. I'm not writing jokes anymore. I'm thinking jokes. I am writing bullet points for myself. When I go to a mic, whatever I remember I will tell. If I don't remember, hoಯ್ತು next ವಾರ start try ಮಾಡೋ types. Only when it is coming down to, okay, you know what, 3 months later I'm recording, so I need to cut down on shit. That's when I start writing it. When I'm editing it, adu ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it's fully memorized. Any moment of the day you wake me up, I'll tell the whole show. That's what's happening. I have started watching more stand-up. I have started live also, watching more, because you hang around these clubs a lot.
Yeah.
You are done with your show. Who's performing next? Oh, this guy. Oh, yeah, I kind of like that guy. Come watch him. It's such a blessing to work in a comedy club, man. I am so jealous of comedy club owners, producers, comics who do it, or simply just micers who just go chill at these places, right? Because for me, open mic is an event. You don't understand. For Kannada itself, it's a once in a week. We have one in a week, bro, in Kannada.
Which is very less compared
which is bro ಹತ್ತಿದೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ದರ್ ಆರ್ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಮೂರು ಜನ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ, ರೈಟ್? ಯು ಮಂಡೇ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಅ ಜೋಕ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವೇಟ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಸಂಡೇ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್. In Mumbai it is way beyond. Mumbai I was in a hostel and there was an open mic in a hostel and they were like, hey man, we are doing an open mic here. I'm like, oh, I'm also a comic. They're like, oh, okay, cool. They won't talk to you if you're a comic. But they know we can't play this game with this guy anmattu. So it's like ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ we want to do more frequent mics and all of it. So when you do mics frequently, your trash will get filtered out on a daily basis. It's like taking regular dumps. Okay, then don't have to be constipated anymore. We are very constipated in Kannada. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಮಲಬದ್ಧತೆ is there. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ
last year trainer.
Yeah,
we were talking about two different things. One, I asked you about where's your mental space be?
Yeah, mental space, why? So if I'm able to perform comedy regularly, weekly session,
then fine.
I'm good. If I'm not able to perform, like I've been not been performing,
so you missed 10 days. 10 days no shows.
10 days no shows means ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ.
What do you start to feel?
That the itch is only scratch. The it's like that is the itch guard, bro. Comedy is the itch guard. It is not. It is not a medicine.
It's the itch guard.
It just completes the rash. You don't want to scratch it on with your bare fucking dirty fingers. You need some mulam there. Aita. So at the same time, I also know why I've burnt myself so much at the end of 3 months, because I've done like shows regularly. So I want to take a breather on Muttu. So trying to find that balance. This year I told myself, I was talking to my close people, I was like, I don't want to do that many shows, because that many shows comes with that much this one ashtagalanta. But there's some form of like, hey man, last year I've done 50. Let me up the game. At least 5 more. Plus there is an added advantage of more videos this time. So my mental health is up for a toss. We'll see who will catch it.
How's social media been?
Very weird. Very weird.
Any gigs on social media that paid?
A lot of brand reels. But it's just,
did they give you the respect you deserve, or was it like
they treat me as an influencer?
Let me do these deals to get more deals, or were they real deals?
Sometimes I've been approached that, hey, we are looking for a Bangalore creator, we couldn't find anybody, we settled with you. Sometimes they're like, hey man, we actually like your content and we want to do specifically with you. But mostly it's been the former. They see me as a 35k influencer.
Yeah.
They don't see me as Nithin Kamath. What is this guy do? What is this guy's? Where is his strength? They don't see me as that.
35k.
They see me as a 30k. I am a category.
When you came here the last time, you were at
8.
Nice.
You said we will go 80. Shut the fuck up, okay? You said it is on record.
What did I say?
By the time next whatever, you will be at 80k.
No, that time I thought
No, I genuinely didn't want to chase it anymore.
That time I thought you'll go down Purav's line, but we know how that went.
Yeah, you know what?
But that's that. So anyway, so I'm glad you didn't go down that path.
No, I genuinely stopped.
What?
I have like nange this last year 2024 I started with entire Jan I put 30 reels. Entire Jan I put 45 reels.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, 45 reels. Short last January. That's when I went from
45 reels.
45 reels daily one.
Day one andrenu 30 alla.
Plus some more. Sometimes I had mood, so plus whatever.
45 posted reels.
And that's when I went from 12k to 27k in a month. And from Jan to December I've gotten 8k only. So I've seen both in one year.
I want to go see these 45 reels.
It is very funny. I
want to go see what these 45 reels are.
Yup. The short, crisp Instagram bite-sized jokes. Just all. Aita. So I'm like, you know what? If I can do this, I know I will get more followers. But then, what is that converting to?
Yeah, what did it convert to?
So, why I post story now once every day or this one is every day 200 people are following me. These people are following me for my reel. A lot of influencers, I keep talking this to influencers. A lot of influencers don't know what to convert their Instagram to.
Yeah, they don't know where to take it. Bandidare.
Idhar ivaga.
Oh, I didn't think of what I want to do with all these people.
Yeah, and you are not allowing your audience to access you in any way.
Yeah.
Like, cool. Okay, you know what? I am a dance influencer, and how you can meet me is once in a month I have a dance event. Come to that. Hey, I'm a actor. I'm an Instagram actor. You know what? I can do a meet and greet. You guys can come see me. Aita. Comedy influencers, we are blessed. That is our bread and butter. This is my marketing, PR, whatever.
Biscuit.
Ashte martin nan. Jam. Or whatever. So influencers ivaga enaagtide andre they are becoming the parasocial relationship. Me and my audience and me. I dress up for my audience recognizes me when I dress up. I do a cameo on other guys' reels, they recognize me because we have social media, whatever. I am like, are people coming to my show? How many people came to my show? 1,000 people came to my show. 1,000 is what? Less than 1% of my Instagram. Enough. I have 99.9% to explore now. Ivaga ಏನಂದ್ರೆ now if I put a reel and it goes viral, 200 people will follow me. They'll see what else does this guy do. They'll stay for 2 days. They see you're boring, they'll unfollow. In those 2 days, I want to be like, hey, you know what? I do comedy. You can come meet me. And I'll do jokes also. Fruitful meet and greet ಮಾಡೋಣ. So many people. Last year I had one video that also has like 40K on YouTube, which is very less because I thought
YouTube, okay.
Because I expected more. I thought 40K is decent. That was the only reel I put out, but I did 50 shows based on my Instagram only. And these people were mostly people who came from reels and stayed. I've lost ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಂದು ರೀಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ they'll think of me as a reel content creator. And then they come to Insta, they come to live, they'll expect something else.
But I do feel like
I've not to answer, I've not chased Instagram as much this last year. And I've also I've also kind of put myself that maybe ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೀಲ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅನ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಟ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಐವ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ಫುಲ್, ಐ ಡಿಡ್ 4 ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೀಲ್ಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ 4 of them ate shit. Committed views ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕೂಲ್, I'm not gonna get another one from here, nor do I know how to crack their formula. I don't want to do I have some rules that I don't want to do on social media. Some reels come to and they don't want to accept that, hey, you know what, this comedian is trying to come with some new ideas. They're like, no, we want brand again ಬೇಕು. I'm like, ತಗೋ ಗುರು, ನೀನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ವ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗದು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡೋಣ.
Your IPL gig was nice.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Got you some real solid flex.
Met ABD. Not just that. I bowled a ball and ABD caught a one-handed blinder again. And I hugged him. He smelt divine. I smelt God. Smelt God and Chris Gale. Same day. Same nose.
How did that happen though?
Beautiful, man. Same. The agency I work with. Friend works there. He got me into a gig. I auditioned as a fan. And because they're like, mom, ನೀನು ಗೊತ್ತು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, so I became a producer. We were at Geo Cinema. The IPL gig was probably one of the most IPL gig. I did a Sprite gig.
Yeah.
Sprite joke in a bottle campaign. I spearheaded the Kannada division. Sprite headed. Nice. Aita. 2 most good pay, good this one credibility, great material on my portfolio. Some more gigs, writing gigs, adu idu, lot of brand deals, did one government ad campaign, that also. So when I look back, I'm just like, every time I'm just like, guru, what the fuck am I doing in life? I just look, I'm like, hey, I have done.
There are some things that I have wear as a badge of. Yeah,
absolutely. And literally in my museum, like they're everywhere. I hope to have like a place of my own, and I literally want to have a museum. It's called Kamath Museum. Now in life, everything I'm doing is collecting things for this, including Kamath the ticket. Museum. Yeah, it is Kamath Museum is coming. It is. I am living my life like that. I have figured out my life's formula. That I've always been somebody who collected little things in life. I did not know it. Little things like, first time I went to paintball, I have the 2 paintball from it. Okay.
Nice.
It's just there. I fell from a chair in college. I have a piece of that chair. It's just that I have collected things and I have funny stories about them, which is how I look at myself also. I have collected things. I have funny stories about them. Come listen to the stories. So Kamath Museum, a physical form is coming. And all these gigs I've done, all these bright moments I've done are all there.
Amidst all of this, no relationships award.
Hey, it is there, man. ಇವಾಗ ಬಂದ್ರು ನೋಡಿ, came there. He told me in the break that it's going very well, but he sensed that it is probably going not so well. Now came for the juice. Came.
Juice ಕುಡಿತೀಯಾ?
Of course. ನನಗೆ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಸೋದು, ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೇಳೋದು.
Oh, nice. So what scenes? Any scenes happened? No scenes happened. Last time I don't know what his answer was to this question. Is there something on DM? Some things are there, but yeah, that's all. I keep it there.
Illa. I was dating.
Who that?
As if you know. As if.
No, the name I took.
Illa. No.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ.
Lies.
I don't want to.
I won't take the name.
I don't want to address it, man.
Macha, I won't take the name.
Nam name bidu. Hangadu bed.
Bro, I won't take the name, I swear. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ.
I mean, I'll speak for myself. I'll speak for myself. I feel like whenever I've been in relationships, my art takes a fucking hit. Yeah. So what I've seen is, and I mean, art is everything, right? For me, my job, the job that I have today, is a fucking art form. It involves communication, speaking to people, public speaking. The podcast is a pure art form. But what I do during the day, it's kind of, I'm confident now. I've done it for like ages now, right? Hosting sessions, this, that. So my mood doesn't affect that.
Yeah, you don't
whatever I feel,
fluctuate a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't fluctuate. I'll still go and kill it. I know that. But this, I still need to be in a zone. You know, if I'm connecting with people, if I'm calling people here, speaking, I need to be in a zone. Or else I can't do it. So whenever I've gotten into relationships over the last 3 years of doing this, initially I'll get like a mad fucking boost. Okay, because there's like a
honeymoon phase.
Ego boost also, no?
Like constant validation you're getting.
Yeah, you're fucking validation, you're killing it here, you're killing it there, you have like this woman who's supporting you, whatever. But as that relationship starts to go through its actual classic
relationship things. Hey, you know what? All been there.
Then, starts to fuck with my mood, and then I get into this phase of, man, I gotta choose between art and this, because I hate not being in a good space, because not being in a good space doesn't make me allow creating good art. So for me, it's been so fucking difficult to do both.
Correct.
If fucking that.
No, as we spoke right before, you have to be in a good condition. Like, bro, this is workout for you.
Yeah. This is what makes me feel alive.
This is what makes you feel alive. This is what what are you doing this for? One day you want to do some big shit in your life.
I swear.
Right? And this is small step for it, okay? If at small slow steps you're showing up half-hearted.
Yeah.
Half-assed. Half the health bar, half the...
It's fucked up.
And because you convoluted yourself in a situation involving a close person, and the person you chose to... You open the door for them. Okay, they didn't kidnap you, did they? Whatever. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? You're just like, ಗುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ನಾನು. One of the two things. So for me it has been a big support.
Nice.
And I've been able to show up at both things, at least to the best of my extent. It is going through its shit upside, downside and all of it, but we have been there. And the fact that like I'm able to commit, like when I'm on stage, don't disturb me. And it's understood. I'm playing very dicey here.
Nothing. This sounds like a man who's getting good action. As simple as that. When you're getting good action, you'll come.
Life is fucking you up like that, dude.
When I'm on stage, I'm in the zone. After stage,
podcast ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ. ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಲೈಫು. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
No, I get it. It's nice, man. I'm happy for you. But that being said, I reached out to Nithin just last fucking evening, and I said
10:11 he texted. 10:12 I texted back.
10:11 only you texted back.
Yeah.
I said macha. He said good morning. I said come back on the podcast. He said let's go.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Love the energy.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming back.
Anytime.
Yeah, thanks for coming back.
Thank you so much for having me.
I
love to see OAPN grow. I really appreciate. I remember when Aditya reached out to me saying that, sir, we are doing some sort of remember we spoke about 50 people meetup. It's happening 2.5 years later.
Fuck.
And we'd love to be a part of whatever, and the red carpet thing is happening. And I said, sir, that day is one, I have show, and two, it's my birthday, sir.
And now I'll tell you about your birthday. So you came there. It was your birthday.
Came with fellow comics. Came with fellow comics.
Yes, of course. Y'all were the show. Like, bro, I'll tell you. Seriously, y'all fucking saved the show. To tell you the truth, more than saved the show. I mean, that's what brought everything.
We are glad.
Alive.
We are glad.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So to you, Amir, Harman, respect. Thank you so much. So the next day was my birthday.
Correct.
So our sweet Aditya
We cut in the middle also. Yeah.
had ordered a cake and everything, and you, my friend, left. Okay.
Gladly.
Hold on. You left. What you don't know, he had paid for a huge ass cake for you. We had a happy birthday Nithin Kamath cake waiting.
Oh no!
You were supposed to be standing next to me, bitch, while cutting that cake, and he was going to announce that, hey, it's Nithin Kamath's birthday today and it's Adarsh's birthday tomorrow. We are here to celebrate both. And then there's only one cake coming, and later I get to know that you had left, and the story doesn't end there.
Oh shit!
So we have two Chirags on the team.
Okay.
So Chirag Senior, Chirag Junior. Chirag Senior does the main editing. Chirag Junior helps out with the smaller bits behind the camera, whatever. Chirag Junior is also first time in such a big party setting, so he got a little extra tight.
Was Chirag the photographer that day?
No.
Okay.
I don't
That is
think
a good
you remember him. I don't think he was standing at the entry, if you remember.
Probably don't.
Anyway.
Hey, that is my birthday, man. I barely have.
So this guy got so drunk. Much I puked on your cake, bro. Your cake never made it to anyone's mouth. He puked on your cake. So one is Aditya making that cake. Second is you leaving that place before cutting it.
It's almost like it was
Third is Chirag
meant to be.
How does it make you feel? This is a real story. Yeah. I'm not making any of this shit.
Sometimes the joke write themselves, guys.
Yeah.
The jokes do write themselves. Write on my name, no?
On dot.
What color was the cake? Doesn't matter.
Yellow rectangle.
But what flavor was it?
Puke. Puke flavor, dude. From Chirag's Pastries. It's not wake and bake anymore. It's wake and puke. It's not. It's Vanti Sweets.
Oh,
it's not Zomato, it's Vomito. Last one.
Okay.
Last one.
Stop.
Done.
That
was bad, huh? That was bad.
That was bad.
Just like the cake.
So anyway, that was this episode. I think we've nailed this one, man. I think next time you come here, you'll be at 80K.
ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನಂತಾರೋ ಇವರು ಅಂತಾರೆ ನಾನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು
But Killa bro, thanks for coming in.
Anytime.
Mad respect for the hustle, mad respect for the focus.
I didn't finish it. I am very proud of OAPN as a community because you guys keep reaching out to me, just as like considering me as somebody who's probably knows some people who whatever, and just that it feels so good. Like that day when, like the first time I saw Harman was here.
Okay.
The first time I saw Harman was here, and then I had known about Harman via Suhas.
Okay.
And then I'm like, we chilled, whatever. We've been friends for whatever. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm also coming to the podcast. I'm like, cool. You know what? Another comment. Oh, we are also going to the podcast. So we're like, cool. The whole meetup. Then to see, and I met so many more people there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm very proud to see that family grow. I think it was 100 people. We did
when we did the red carpet.
100. Yeah. So if at 152 again, it'll probably be same amount of people. But it's just gonna be it's such a pure community. I'm really happy to be a part of, and to have that. I think it's the first time I was a part of such events.
Glad.
And it was just like, hey man, look at all these people. Like so many people here, and I had to like scroll through all of it. I'm like, oh, here am I? Take a photo next to it. All of it. It's just so cool. It's like, you know, we are on a wall of fame now. And the fame being OAPN, I'm glad.
No, I was I was telling Aditya before you came as well that it's also our first time doing that event, right?
Yeah.
So,
and I know how shitty it must have gone at the back end.
Really, bro. And I was telling him, like, this time around when we're doing it, like, we just have more experience in how we're going to be doing it. And I just felt like I'd not like only because I trusted you
Yeah.
and you know who I am and we have that vibe. You immediately understood when I asked you if you're going to be performing. You said yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
trust me, it was my good fortune that I had like a good rapport with you, Harman and
Yeah,
Amir.
yeah.
I didn't have to discuss too much. I didn't have to
Didn't
talk
have to
too much.
convince.
I just had to ask you. You guys said yes, and that turned out to be like the real cream of the show, because I had no fucking time
Shit
or
planned.
you know, yeah, there was no time for it.
Was there a magic show or something? There was something there. Illusion artist after it. I remember that.
Narpat
Yes.
was there. Shout out to Narpat. But yeah, I think there was true respect, and I realized, man, whatever little effort that OAPN put out towards the comedy scene, I think we got that back.
You hit us.
On the red carpet. So we'll continue.
More
to
of such.
we'll
Personal
continue
notes.
to support it. This was episode 131 on a personal note with Adarsh Sakare, and this was Mr. Nithin Kamath, 24 years old.
Kannada Comedian.
Kannada Comedian.
Nithin Kamath.
Nice. Chalo. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one.